大家好，今天我们来聊一聊这两天比较火爆的一个新闻，就是特朗普总统在那个白宫和万斯一起会见这个泽连斯基进行这个俄乌战争这个谈判。但是目前来看应该是谈崩了，而且在这个白宫大吵特吵我把这个视频发到我这个视频的末尾，大家可以看一下。然后我上一个视频也分享个完整版，如果大家想了解这个事情的始末的话，可以看我上一个视频，是一个完整版的视频，有回答记者的提问，包括和这个泽连斯基和万斯整个吵架的全过程，包括这个泽连斯基和特朗普吵架的一些矛盾的一些焦点，包括他们各自的一些立场，在这个视频里都有完整的体现。我们这个视频主要是来聊聊他们这次会面的一些这个有意思的点吧。说实话，看那个视频，我到后半段，我的指甲都抠到肉里面去了。这种级别的会面唇枪舌战的，很多国人都没有见过这种阵势，而且把这个视频还流传出来这在东亚文化圈简直是离了大谱。泽连斯基和特朗普万斯激烈争吵不欢而散。这个弱国无外交这句话貌似是出自我们这个战狼之口，但是在这个时刻可是应验了但是我也被这个泽连斯基圈粉了。为了自己的国家可以说是不卑不吭光明正大的和特朗普和万斯硬刚。以后再也不要说这个泽连斯基的出身了，不要因为泽连斯基的出身爱看他三分泽连斯基就是乌克兰的英雄。虽然乌克兰输掉战争已经是大概率事件，但是估计乌克兰人民不会就此屈服的。现在这个世界自从特朗普上台以后可以说是重新退回到二战的以前的那种丛林社会了弱肉强食强权即是真理。特朗普的逻辑就是那两年我们在国内流行的那个逻辑真理只在大炮射程之内。你没有实力，只能让自己的人民去白白送死。虽然这也是事实，但是这种赤裸裸的言辞表达和美国在二战以来一直倡导的这个价值观可以说是背道而驰的，说明这个世界的天真的变了我们国家一直说这个百年未有之大变局，在这一刻可以说是应验了。美国应该是要进入全面收缩了。特朗普眼里只有生意，不过这也是美国人民的选择，对吧？美国这个国家真的是挺令人羡慕的占尽了天时地利。每世界上发生这种争斗，他都能稳坐钓鱼台，伺机而动进可攻退可守。周围的邻居还一个个的被收拾的服服帖帖的。日常还分析了全世界的人才包括技术包括资本这个国家的地理位置是这样，这个国家的政治生态也是这样就和特朗普上台一样，代表了大部分美国人的这种意愿吧。但是对世界上其他国家的人来说，那就不是什么好的消息了。但是如果特朗普做过头了，那美国人肯定又会用选票把他轰下台又会有一个新的总统代表民意来上来执政循环往复，就让美国在这种相互博弈中左右世界格局这种制度虽然不是美国发明的，但是真的好像就是为美国设计的一样。接下来的世界一定是个乱局在经过一轮又一轮的复杂的博弈之后，估计才能达到新的平衡中国在这个过程中不知道会扮演一个什么样的角色，但是中国肯定不会缺席，对吧？俄乌战争这次美国出面干预，那如果由美国最后不管以什么样的结局调停结束了，那中国一定不会在这个过程中坐以待毙的一定会在这个过程中施加自己的影响力。因为这个战争的结束可能对于俄罗斯和乌克兰来说是结束了，但是对于世界上像中国、美国包括欧洲这些国家来说，那真正的变化才刚刚开始，谁也不能心甘情愿的就被冷落在一边轻易的下场。好，那我们最后看一下这个泽连斯基在白宫和特朗普万斯的唇枪舌战吧。
Nobody stopped him. You know that we had conversations with him, a lot of conversation, my bilateral conversation, and we signed with him, me, like a new president. In 2019, I signed with him the deal. I signed with him, Macron and Merkel, we signed ceasefire. Ceasefire. All of them told me that he will never go. We signed with him gas contract. Yes, but after that, he broken this ceasefire. He killed our people, and he didn't exchange prisoners. We signed the exchange of prisoners, but he didn't do it. What kind of diplomacy, JD, you are speaking about? What do you mean?
I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but if you are not strong...
Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come into the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the President for trying to bring an end to this conflict.
Have you ever been to Ukraine that you say what problems we have?
I have been to.
Come once.
I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President. Do you disagree that you've had problems bringing people into your military?
We have problems.
And do you think that it's respectful to come to the Oval Office of the United States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction of your country?
A lot of questions. Let's start from the beginning.
Sure.
First of all, during the war, everybody has problems, even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless.
You don't
God
know
bless.
That.
You will not have a war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because
I'm
you're in no
answering
position
on
to
this question.
dictate that.
That's
Remember
exactly what
this.
I'm not
You're
dictating.
in no position to dictate what we're going to feel. We're going to feel very
you will
good.
Feel influence.
We're going to feel very good and very strong.
You will feel influence.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed yourself to be in a very bad position, and he happens to be right about it.
From the very beginning of the war,
You're not
Mr.
in a good position. You don't have the cards right now. With us, you start having cards.
Playing cards.
But right now, you don't.
Yeah,
you're playing cards.
Mr. President.
You're playing
I'm very
cards.
serious.
You're gambling with the lives of
war.
millions of people.
You're
gambling with World War III. You're gambling with World War III. And what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country. That's
with
back
all
to you.
respect to your
Far
country.
more than a lot of people said they should have.
Have you said thank you once?
A lot of times.
No, in this
Even
entire meeting,
today.
have you said thank you?
Even today.
You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October. Offer some words of appreciation for the United States of America and the president who's trying to save your country.
Please, you think that if you will speak very loudly about the war, you can...
He's not speaking loudly. He's not speaking loudly. Your country is in big trouble.
Can I
Wait
answer?
a minute. No. You've done a lot of talking. Your country is in big trouble.
I know.
You're not winning.
I know.
You're not winning this. You have a damn good chance of coming out okay because of us.
Mr. President, we are staying in our country, staying strong from the very beginning of the war. We've been alone, and we are thankful. I said thanks
you haven't been
in this
alone.
cabinet,
You
and
haven't
not
been
only
alone.
in this cabinet.
We gave you, through
I
this
said
stupid president, $350 billion.
You voted
we gave
for
you
your
military
president.
equipment,
You
and you
voted
men
for
are
your
brave,
president.
but they had to use our military.
What about West?
If you didn't have
You
our
invited
military
me.
equipment,
You invited
if
me
you
to
didn't
speak.
have our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
In 3 days, I heard it from Putin. In 3 days, this is something
Maybe
new.
less.
In 2 weeks, of course, yes.
It's going to be a very hard thing to do business like this, I tell you.
Just say thank you.
I said a lot of times thank you to American people.
Accept that there are disagreements, and let's go litigate those disagreements rather than trying to fight it out in the American media when you're wrong. We know that you're wrong.
But you see, I think it's good for the American people to see what's going on over here. I think it's very important. That's why I kept this going so long. You have to be thankful. You don't have the cards.
Thankful.
You're buried there. Your people are dying.
I can tell you
You're
again,
running low
I
on
know.
soldiers. Listen,
Please,
you're running
Mr.
low
President.
on soldiers. It would be a damn good thing.
Mr.
And then you tell us, I don't want a ceasefire. I don't want a ceasefire. I want to go and I want this. Look. If you could get a ceasefire right now, I tell you, you take it so the bullets stop flying and your men stop getting killed.
Of course, we want to stop the war.
But you're saying you don't want a ceasefire.
But I said to you,
I want a ceasefire.
With guarantees.
Because you'll get a ceasefire faster than an agreement.
Ask our people about ceasefire, what they think.
That wasn't
it doesn't
with
matter
me.
for you what
that
what
wasn't
this
with me.
nation- It
that was
wasn't
with
you.
a guy named Biden, who was not a smart person.
But this
that
is
was
your,
with,
this
that was
is
with
your
Obama.
president. It was your president.
Excuse me. That was with Obama, who gave you sheets, and I gave you javelins.
Yes.
I gave you the javelins to take out all those tanks. Obama gave you sheets. In fact, the statement is Obama gave sheets and Trump gave javelins. You got to be more thankful, because let me tell you, you don't have the cards. With us, you have the cards. But without us, you don't have any cards.
One more question to Mr. Vice President. I'm sorry.
Going to be a tough deal to make because the attitudes have to change.
What if Russia breaks ceasefire? What if Russia breaks peace talks? What do you do then? I understand that it's a heated conversation right now.
What are you saying?
She's asking, what if Russia breaks the ceasefire?
What if anything? What if a bomb drops on your head right now? Okay? What if they broke it? I don't know. They broke it with Biden because Biden, they didn't respect him. They didn't respect Obama. They respect me. Let me tell you, Putin went through a hell of a lot with me. He went through a phony witch hunt where they used him and Russia. Russia. You ever hear of that deal? That was a phony Hunter Biden, Joe Biden scam. Hillary Clinton, Shifty Adam Schiff. It was a Democrat scam. And he had to go through that. And he did go through it. We didn't end up in a war. And he went through it. He was accused of all that stuff. He had nothing to do with it. It came out of Hunter Biden's bathroom. It came out of Hunter Biden's bedroom. It was disgusting. And then they said, oh, the laptop from hell was made by Russia, the 51 agents. The whole thing was a scam. And he had to put up with that. He was being accused of all that stuff. All I can say is this. He might have broken deals with Obama and Bush, and he might have broken them with Biden. He did, maybe. Maybe he didn't. I don't know what happened. But he didn't break them with me. He wants to make a deal. I don't know if you can make a deal. The problem is I've empowered you to be a tough guy. And I don't think you'd be a tough guy without the United States. And your people are very brave. But you're either going to make a deal or we're out. And if we're out, you'll fight it out. I don't think it's going to be pretty, but you'll fight it out. But you don't have the cards. But once we sign that deal, you're in a much better position. But you're not acting at all thankful. And that's not a nice thing. I'll be honest, that's not a nice thing. All right, I think we've seen enough. What do you think, huh? This is going to be great television, I will say that. All right, we'll see what we can do about putting it together. Thank you. Thank you.
好，如果大家喜欢我的视频的话，欢迎大家点赞订阅，拜拜。